Hello everyone, this is Kiran and you are watching Kiran Sketch Vlogs. Welcome back to another video, and in the previous video I got some good and appreciative comments and some valuable feedback about my audibility. I was not audible and clear at some instances of the video, and that is because the previous video was my first ever YouTube video and I was really nervous while doing it, while shooting it actually. And I didn't use any kind of dedicated microphone to record voices. I was using my phone's camera and mic. It was recording all the interference noises from the outside, and I'm not planning to buy one, but you know, having all you want is not always a blessing. Sometimes it's good to not have something. So today anyway, I'm using my earphone mic. I hope there is no issue with interference noises. And today I will take you through the fundamentals of sketching. We will practice from the circle and line sketching, and we will sketch lines and circles without any ruler or geometric instrument. I will show you how to do that. And what are we waiting for? Let's get started. Before I get into sketching, I'm going to explain you something that is very important to sketching. The thing is, you should lock your wrist and elbow. You can see elbow, and you should sketch with your shoulder by rotating it or moving in horizontal direction to make perfect line. But you can't use these two, because when you use the wrist, it's gonna make an arc kind of thing, but never a perfect line. When you try to use your wrist to make circles, it can probably make some kind of circle, but not a perfect circle. I would say you can even try it now in your paper. And when you come to elbow, it's arrested to 180 degree. No, not even 180. It's like 170 or 160. So surely you can't make a perfect circle. When you try to make a line, again it can make an arc but never a circle. But when you come to your shoulder joint, it can rotate in 360 degree, and you can move horizontally in a perfect straight line. So we can make perfect line circles. So remember, use your shoulder and not your elbow or wrist. Lock both these points. Use your shoulder. I'm going to show my sketches. The paper I have in front of me, so that you can see me sketching lines and circles. So let's go. And I'm going to show you how to make perfect lines and circles. As I said before, you use your shoulder, not your wrist or elbow, and I have explained you the reason why we should not use wrist or elbow. And I'm going to show you to make lines, and I have made some lines here. That is in the horizontal way, from this side, and ends in this side. And see, you start here and make the lines as light as possible, because you can make several light lines and emphasize one line which you like the most, and which you feel it's perfect, so that you won't commit at the beginning. So never commit at the beginning. Make several light lines before making a perfect line. And now I want you to make this kind of lines and fill your paper. Start from here and end here. Make it as light as possible. I'm gonna make it a bit thicker so that you can see as I'm shooting the camera, but I don't want you to make the thicker line. I want you to make as light as possible. From here to here, from here to here, from here to here. Sorry, my camera is a bit shaking as I'm using some kind of flexible mobile stand. And also you can make vertical lines in this way. And as I said, use your shoulder, not your wrist or your elbow. They're not gonna give you perfect sketch. don't make line in a single stroke. Do some action like this so that you will get the flow. Actually, there is a science reason behind the practice and mastering your skill. I will explain the scientific reason in another video, but now I want you to practice this way. Make vertical lines. You know, until you get really skilled, you can make vertical lines by rotating your page like this and make a horizontal line, which is very easy, which would be very easy for you in this stage. But you should also practice making vertical lines. But for now, if you want to make vertical line, you can turn the paper or note and make such lines. Anyway, you practice vertical lines in this way also. One day you should use this also, this technique. Yeah. And when you finish the vertical lines, go with slanting lines like this. Fill the paper lines. At this stage, don't think about wasting the paper. When you think about wasting of paper and things, you will lose your confidence, and you will not be able to get good lines. Your hands will be somewhat shaky. Fill your paper, fill the shoulder, not your wrist or elbow. When you finish doing these slanting lines, and there is another kind of exercise to make your lines perfect. Make a dot here, make a dot somewhere. I would put here and try to join them. Join these two points. Make a stroke. Don't sketch. Don't give pressure on the pen. Simply make a stroke. And when you find more confidence, when you find more confidence that you will get a perfect line, just give a stroke like this. Keep on doing this in different points. I have missed, yeah, but I'm not gonna give up, and I also want you not to give up. In the beginning you may not get good lines even like this. It's not good, but you will find harder to get these kind of lines. So in the beginning, don't lose hope. Maybe in a week or two you will see some improvement, and then you will get more confident. Until that, I want you to blindly sketch. Blindly practice this one until you feel your confidence. This is how we may learn to make perfect lines. And when you do this, keep on doing this, you'll master it. And don't think it's only for the beginners. Even the designers, professional designers, car designers working in the automotive company, they do these kinds of lines and circles before they start sketching. Nobody can sketch without warming up their skills. So even if you become an expert, you need to do this every time before you start sketching. But as you are a beginner, now you're going to do this always. Now I'm gonna teach you to sketch circles. Sorry, my camera is shaking again. It's a flexible stand I'm using to sketch, so it's a bit shaking when I sketch. Okay, now like circles, like I told you for lines, make strokes before you make a line, and do this for circle also. Just make strokes and touch the paper. It's not a very good circle, but when you keep on doing, you will get it. You don't have to make circle in a single stroke. You can make multiple strokes with light lines. I'm making it thick because I want you to see. I want it to be visible to you. Keep on rotating. Don't worry if you can't get this type of, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but sometimes it's hard to get even circle like this at the beginning. Don't lose hope. Even I was in your condition when I started practicing this. I was making circles like this in the beginning, but I don't want to lose hope. Keep practicing and make the stroke, pressure as light as possible. This is how you. And for circle also, I said before, you should do with your shoulder, not your wrist or your elbow. Sorry, it's shaking. You can make above the previous circles, and I want to fill the paper like this. When you practice this, have full concentration on sketching. When you sketch with distractions, it never gonna help you. Be in full focus and make these strokes. And I said already, while sketching lines, I'm gonna tell you the scientific reason behind sketching and mastering the skill in one video. No, sometimes, but not now. But there is a scientific reason with the neurons in your brain. Do it. I have just shown you the methodology to practice lines and circles right now, and I want you to practice circle practice like this 2 page, and lines practice like this 2 page per day, so that you get good improvements. And I want you to be really focused when you do that, without distractions, as I said before, to get the best outcome of your practices. To watch my upcoming videos, subscribe. If you have already subscribed, click the ding dong bell icon right here near the subscribe button, so that you'll get notification whenever I upload a video. If you like my video, click the like button. If you found that my content is really helpful for sketching, then smash the like button. And finally, if you have something to say to me, or if you have some feedback to improve my presentation technique or anything, you can comment below. I'm watching it. And until next time, keep sketching.